Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. So this week's midweek reading is who's the next person you will get into a romantic relationship with? I had a private reading that I just did. Somebody asked that question and I had fun doing that reading. So I thought, why not do that this time for you guys here on YouTube? So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Healing with the Fairies deck, my oldest and one of my favorite decks, to help you pick, as well as I'll put a crystal with each one as well. I'd just like to take a moment to thank everybody who has tuned in and who has liked and subscribed to my readings. I appreciate you guys. If you're new here, welcome. I do weekly pick a card readings, including but not limited to how do they feel for you and messages from your person, okay? So there will be an extended on this one, and the link for that will be down below in the description box. And over there we will pull from the Tarot of Sexual Magic and do a relationship spread on this new person who's coming in, because this part of the reading is just to describe this person. So we're going to look at traits, we're going to look at personality, physical traits, and personality traits, as well as using the T cards, and we're going to get astrological signs and all kinds of other stuff. So, but over in the extended, we'll get some more traits, as well as using Tarot of Sexual Magic and get charms over there in the extended. So again, the link for that is down below. So please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And if you do subscribe, you can hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video, okay? So I'm going to try this little fast forward feature that I discovered that I'm sure all you youngins are well aware of, but I'm a little bit technologically challenged. I think I do all right. Anyways, this way I can shuffle on camera, but do it, like fast forward it so it doesn't take forever. And not that I'm really concerned about that, because you guys who have followed me for a while kind of know I kind of just do what I want. So what I feel drawn to do, and also what I want, to be honest. But I thought it would be fun to try that, see how I like that. So we'll do that with this. So I will be shuffling on camera, but it will be fast forwarded. So anyways, for group 1, Angel Spirits and Guides, for those who will tune in, for group 1, regarding who's the next person who they will get into a romantic relationship with. Let's get a card for them, please. Okay, we've got the visualization card. Visualization. So you can use your intuition to pick, or just go with the card that you're drawn to per group, and the timestamps will be down below. And for this one, I'm being drawn to the pink cluster crystal for that. That's group 1. For group 2, who's the next person that they will be in a romantic relationship with? We've got look inside yourself. Look inside yourself. And green calcite. We'll put green calcite with that. So that is group 2. And for group 3, we've got environmental awareness, okay? Environmental awareness, and I'm going to use the peacock ore for that one. So pause the video if you need more time. You can use random.org, which is linked below, if you need help picking or validating your choice. You can watch all 3 of the readings or just one. Sometimes, you know, an energy crosses over into other readings and stuff, so... But either way, I hope you enjoy the reading. Just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. It is a general reading. It can't resonate for everyone. And so I hope you enjoy the reading. Welcome, group 1. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So this week's midweek reading is who's the next person you will get into a romantic relationship with. So hopefully you're able to see me shuffling the cards, and so let's get into it. So right off the bat, using the Cosmic deck, Cosmic Cycles Tarot deck, we've got the Hangman. We have got the 2 of Swords in reverse. And we've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I got it. So this looks to be somebody that is hung up on you, group 1. Somebody that's hung up on you with that Hanged Man, needing to make a compromise here. The 5 of Wands in reverse shows this person willing to compromise to create harmony in the connection. So let me look at the slips that we got here. Passionate, direct, aggressive, and excited energy. So the person that you're going to be, the next person you're going to be in a relationship with is passionate, direct, aggressive, and excited. And what else does that go with? Let's look at your cards. Let's look at the archetype cards. We've got Mentor in reverse. So this person's shadow energy is the inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false information. So this person is somebody that like the card says, maybe they're not always 100% honest, or they omit or leave out information in order to, you know, mislead or misguide, or just to avoid having to be fully honest. Also, this could be somebody that, you know, is a teacher, a mentor of some kind, has other people under them in some way. And if that's so, you know, the card is saying that this person can hold, you know, those students back, or those people that are beneath them back, so that they can maintain the role of master, right? So even if they're a parent or something like that, you know, some people are like that. They just want to stay the center of attention, or the one in charge. So they don't give people all of the information that they need in order to outgrow their need, you know, of their mentor. So it's that sort of an energy there. And then with the next one, we've got Destroyer upright. So this is this person's light qualities. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. So it looks like this person is surrendering to something and finding a new path forward. And they're going to do that, though, through finally giving up on something, whatever that could be. And like the card says, releasing what is potentially destructive. So maybe they're releasing some of these destructive qualities. Maybe they're releasing a combative or sort of egotistical way of being, or somebody that's very indecisive, or I'm just getting this person is getting out of a stuck energy and preparing for a new life. We've also got physically intimidating, strong, and protective. So that goes along with the mentor card. See how this old guy, this guru, he has his arm around this young person, sort of like has her under his wing. It's supposed to be like a wing. So this person is very protective, and they could be, like the slip says, physically intimidating and strong. So they might be very broad-shouldered. They could just be very strong, regardless of what gender they are. They just have something about them. The presence is a bit intimidating in some way. Oh, we got protective again. You know, for my trait stack, we've got protective again. So this person's very protective. This is funny that this came out, short height, because I was getting, when I was saying that this person is physically intimidating, that some of them are short, and especially the feminines, but can be masculines too. Ever hear of the Napoleon complex? Maybe some of your people, not all of them, a small percentage has that going on for them, regardless of gender. You know, they have to compensate for their short height by being, you know, extra intimidating in some way. But like I said, that's more for a smaller percentage. I do think, though, that, like what I was saying, if you're here for a feminine especially, just because this person is small or feminine doesn't mean that they are not a powerhouse. This person is a powerhouse. There's something about them that is intimidating and strong and protective. And from the romance angels, we've got let your friends help you, ask for and accept help from others, or ask for and accept support from others, rather. So this could be somebody that you know through your friendship group. This could be somebody that your friends know of. You could meet them through your friends. Maybe the card is guiding you, if you're looking for love, to let your friends help you. Let them introduce you to someone, perhaps. Then I've got, let's see what else. We've got inner child. So this person is somebody that needs to focus more on their inner child, or is kind of a big kid maybe. Whatever they're letting go of potentially could have to do with the past. Whatever their shadow attributes are, it could be having to do with the past, right? Not feeling important enough, you know, in their lives. So needing to make others think that they're more important to them than they actually are. And we've got the Taurus card come out from the Numinous deck, the bombshell. So this person be quite lovely, quite attractive, maybe dresses very well, speaks very well, has a nice sounding voice, a good singer, but also goes along with sort of like that bull energy, right? Short and stout, tough individual. And I keep saying short because the short cards here, not necessarily that this person is, but they are earthy. This card talks about somebody being steadfast, practical, and productive, fertile, ample, and worthy, pleasure-seeking and sensuous, blooming. Also possessive goes along with that, protective for me, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. And then we've got Neptune, dreams, okay? And Neptune is that hanged man energy, and hanged man energy is Pisces, so they could have Taurus or Pisces in their chart, in their draconian chart, in their moon, Venus, rising, something along those lines, strong in their chart, or they just have this energy. So they're the bombshell and they dream, okay? So some of you could have dreamt about this person or will before you meet them, but this says that this person has quite an active imagination, memories, and I associate that dreaming and the memories, that whole vibe with the inner child. They could have a very active imagination. Neptune is about dreams. It rules in the entertainment industry. This person could work in the entertainment industry, or they really like movies and songs, or media, things of that nature, arts. But also it talks about the subconscious, self-sacrifice. We get that with the Hangman. This person is sacrificing something in order to move forward. They could have become more spiritual, or they could be a meditative person. They could have the gift of psychic vision or really good intuition. They're compassionate, and they are empathetic. They have an escapist quality to them, right? Sometimes it's hard for them to face reality, but I feel like it's balanced out well with this Taurus energy. A nice balance of being practical and down to earth, and a little bit dreamy and imaginative. Also, this person's enchanting. They might have a tendency to be confused, or they might be when they meet you, but there's something about this person that's a little bit mysterious and interesting here. I've got a healing card. So the next person coming towards you, group 1, is healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So it might be that this person's not the greatest at, attending to their inner child's needs. What that card talks about is asking your inner child what he or she needs and then providing that to them. Listening to your inner child the way you would to a small child. If a small child came up to you or presented like they were concerned or in need of something, you wouldn't just brush the child off and ignore it, or tell it that it needed to straighten up, or, not be a crybaby or anything like that. You would attend to it, ask it what it needs, and try to get it for the child. So this is what this person is needing to do. In order to heal their old wounds, they need to revisit these inner child wounds, and for a lot of them that means like just embracing that inner child and nurturing it and allowing it to feel safe. They have a protective energy. I feel like they direct that to the people in their lives. They need to turn that inward and be protective towards themselves, but not in a self-inhibiting way, if that makes sense. Just in a way that lets their inner child know that it's safe and that there are times and places for things. So if this person's very down to earth and practical and 3D focused, that it's okay to let your inner child be imaginative, engage in things that it liked when it was young, when you were young, listen to music that you liked from back in the day, even, collect some old toys or something like that. Just anything that your inner child wants you to do, just let yourself indulge in that, favorite snack that you had when you were a kid, or comfort food, or things that remind you of when you were comfortable and happy as a child. And if you were never comfortable or happy as a child, or if your person wasn't, then they need to figure out ways to make that inner child more comfortable. And it has to do with the imagination, the subconscious. It has to do with universal love and loving themselves and embracing themselves and embracing their fantasies in a healthy way, and embracing the magic of being a child. I'm getting a vision of somebody in a field at dusk, in like the spring, like I guess it would be like June time, summertime, and there are fireflies everywhere. So it's that sort of feeling that this person either experienced that, or that's the feeling they need to attain and allow themselves to experience every so often in order to stay in balance with their inner child and to attend to the inner child's needs, instead of being so 3D focused, so grounded and down to earth with that Taurus energy, which can be quite hard on themselves. Yeah, and I just was guided to look at this. Low self-esteem. So this person could struggle with low self-esteem. We've got a message in the bottle. So some of you could be receiving a message in a bottle from this person in terms of messenger or a text, something along those lines. If you know this person, or if you meet them through a friend, especially, they could get your number from a friend, or they could find you on social media because, you're friends with their friend or something along those lines. Then we've got the blessed card in reverse. Not real sure what the reversal meaning is of that. Just that this person doesn't feel like they've been blessed in life. They feel like life has left a lot to be desired. They haven't really had their needs met fully, especially in their past and in their childhood. So I'm getting this feeling of, semi-charmed kind of life. Maybe that's your guys' song, semi-charmed kind of life. Yeah, this person, it's not like this person hasn't had, moments of good luck or things working out for the best in their lives. We all have experienced ups in our lives. It's like this person, though, feels like, as much as life holds magic for them, as much as they themselves are an imaginative and lovely person, because I really get that this person is an imaginative and lovely person, as much though as they are, and probably attractive too, is still like for everything that they have, you know, they have had to struggle like twice as hard, like 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing. Let's see what else. We got finances. So finances are an issue here. This is from my past life deck, so it can say that this person, you know, had a past life where finances were a really big deal. Some of them could be an 8 life path or have that in one of their main numbers in numerology, which means that finances are a big deal in this life, where this is the type of person that can experience, it is intended to experience the lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs, because they're learning about money and how it works in the world. They're learning about materiality and how to have it without being greedy, and how to appreciate it without attaching to it. So that goes along with that Taurus energy. And what that I was picking up on this person being, you know, their inner child needing to be healed because they probably focus too much on work and money and practical details of life, instead of indulging that inner child and letting that inner child have a way of expressing itself through creative expression, through playing with children, through playing with friends, through allowing themselves to be fun, have enough downtime to engage in recreational activities in a healthy, you know, way. You know, all people need that. And so this person is trying too hard to focus on the material, which it's easy to do in this life and in 3D reality. We've got engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So, you know, for some of you guys, this could be the person that you end up getting engaged to or getting married to. This is, you know, if this is your soulmate, if it sounds like your higher level soulmate or twin flame, or even if you don't know that person yet, they could turn out to be somebody you come into union with. And it says eternity, so I feel like this is somebody that you have known in previous lifetimes. It's a soulmate. You all have lots of soulmates. This particular one is a romantic soulmate. And I'm being drawn to the 4 of Pentacles here. Charity, giving to the needy, not necessarily in physical considerations. So yeah, this person is a charitable person. They could, you know, I'm hearing volunteer work, but also just giving, like, you know, giving money, giving resources to those in need. I'm also getting that this person was sort of raised around somebody who would tell them that, you know, give homeless people food, don't give them money because they might waste it on something. I don't know why that's coming through. That something about the necessarily, not necessarily in physical considerations, or give a homeless person or somebody in need advice, like teach a man to fish so he can eat his whole life versus giving him a fish, that sort of a thing. Okay. So I think there's a time and a place for both. Sometimes you just need to give somebody a fish if they're starving. You know what I mean? Get off your high horse and help somebody. But maybe this person had a religious upbringing or a very black and white thinker for a parent, something like that. I also agree, you know, that, yeah, there is a time and a place to actually try to give somebody help in different ways that aren't necessarily physical. And we've got, this is Jack, yeah. This is Jack, everybody. But anyway, Jack of clubs, so that's Wands energy. And it says, shame is dangerous. One need not be ashamed. So this person could have issues around shame. Maybe that's one of the things they're healing, one of the things they're letting go of. And it says, much better things to pay attention to. Yeah, this person is learning to let go of shame, I feel, especially with the Hanged Man energy. So whatever they feel shame about, they're learning to let that go. And again, that kind of goes along with something to do with their childhood, their upbringing, a strict religious upbringing, or if not religious, just something about themselves that they haven't fully accepted or integrated. We've got Janis Joplin here. So that makes sense to me. If you guys know anything about Janis Joplin, she was, you know, sort of bullied and picked on in her youth, and then she became this huge star, and she always felt like she had a chip on her shoulder and needed to prove to those who had rejected her, you know, that she was not only good enough, but, you know, in a sense better than them, sort of as a revenge for them making her feel not good enough. And so I think that's, you know, maybe it's shame to do with in the teenage years they were not the most accepted or popular, or so it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it's a parent who contributed to these inner child wounds. It could also be like peers or the school system as well. Getting that. But This person's attitude is evolve, but don't compromise. You're all you've got. So I feel like this is this person's attitude, like up until the time that you meet them, or even when you meet them. But I feel like they're going through a transformation. They are letting stuff go, like I said. So just know that this is where they're coming from, that this is somebody that feels like, you know, not compromising. But I can see that with the Two of Swords in reverse, this talks about compromising, not staying stuck between a rock and a hard place, not living your life in a place of not rocking the boat, always being careful, watching your P's and Q's, walking on eggshells, but instead learning to compromise, even if it's confusing and overwhelming. So I feel like this person, though, is somebody that's always felt like they needed to 100 and 1,000 million %. Okay, this is somebody that's needed to a million time %. You know what I'm trying to say? This is somebody that has felt like they needed to, yeah, evolve and improve themselves, but not compromise because they're all they've got, okay? So taking a hard line on that. And then with regard to their lifestyle, the power of love must replace the love of power. And I am getting that energy because I happen to see this Aquarius at the back of the deck here from the traits deck. So yeah, that reminds me of Aquarius energy, although I think Janis Joplin was a Capricorn. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But they're close together. So signs that are close together tend to have overlaps as far as I know. And when I talk about astrology, I talk about it from a place of experience because I put it to the test, and I could get into that, but not like super scientifically, but through my empirical evidence, yeah, there is something to signs being close together, having similarities and overlaps, and I feel like that's what's happening here. So this person is coming across with sort of this lover, not a fighter energy, which also goes along with Taurus energy too. Ferdinand the Bull, that childhood story, maybe that's something that they should consider reading or looking into, right? One of the ways you can nurture your inner child is by watching cartoons or reading, you know, books, you know, children's books to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame, right? No shame in that. Shame is dangerous. One need not be ashamed. So do what you need to do to heal yourself. I'm saying this to your person. They need to do what they need to do to heal themselves and make themselves feel better and nurture their inner child so they can be complete, so that they can be a full person and get the most out of life. But Ferdinand the Bull is a children's tale, and it's basically about somebody who is like, well, he's a bull. He's a happy bull, right? He doesn't want to fight. All the rest of the bulls are happy to you know, train for sports, in this case, train for bullfighting. But Ferdinand wanted to sniff the daisies, right? Sniff the flowers and rest under a tree and meditate or whatever. Ferdinand was a very gentle bull, but they kept messing with him until finally he had to lose his temper, and then, you know, and then they learned better, right? They learned their lesson, but eventually Ferdinand came back around to himself, to being that gentle person that he really is. So the power of love must replace the love of power. So I feel like this is something your person has learned or gone through or is going through. And then you are far greater than the sum of your fears. Yeah, this person is overcoming their fears. So what else do we have here? Romantic, poetic. That makes sense. Yeah, for the energy that I'm getting, to me, it makes sense. Romantic, poetic person. You know, however it looks on the outside, they definitely do have, they're pleasure-seeking, sensuous. They are a solid person, but they're also very loyal and steadfast. And, yeah. And then we've got outgoing. So the next person that you're going to be in a relationship with, group 1, is, you know, for a lot of you, is an outgoing person. Okay? An extrovert, perhaps. So then from the tea leaf cards, we've got bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So this person is going to be going through or entering a period of prosperity and abundance, right? So that goes along with ample here. It says ample, and bread is ample. It also is symbolic of, I don't know if they still say that, but bread used to be a slang term for money. So this person could have plenty of money. And then we've got bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So whatever problem that they have, they're successfully overcoming that. And then we've got flowers, happiness. So this is going to be a happy relationship. This person's going to bring happiness into your life, group 1. You're going to bring happiness into theirs. Sex is an emotion in motion. So this person could express themselves through the sexual act. In other words, this isn't going to be empty sex with this person or anything like this. It's not going to be a strictly sexual relationship. Your next romantic relationship is going to be with somebody who expresses their emotions during the act, you know, during intimacy, which is always preferable, isn't it? You know, I'm getting that some other quotes, because you guys know I like my quotes. Well, they just come through. That's how I get a lot of messages. Something to do with sex is always better when there's emotions involved or feelings involved. It's from a song or a movie, but I can't place it right now. Must not be meant to place it right now. So, but on that note, I'm going to take it over to the extended now, where we're going to do a relationship spread on this person to see how your relationship's going to go. And we're going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic to do that. So I'm going to be reading from both the traditional meanings of the tarot cards as well as the sexual meanings of the tarot cards. So that should be fun. And then I will pull some more traits of this person and some charms over there. So if you feel like it and you're guided to, the link for the extended's down below. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate you. And if you'd like a private reading, the link to my website is down below, or you can email me or get one on Wizio. There are a couple different options for you. And if you liked it, please like it. If this is your reading or it feels like it resonates with you, you can let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to read your guys' comments. And if you do subscribe, please hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video. Okay, that is if you want to, but do subscribe. It does support the channel and keep me here. So I will talk to you guys next time. Welcome, group 2s. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So who is the next person you will get into a romantic relationship with? Let me look at your cards that come out. A couple of them. Let's see what all we've got here. Start with the tarot cards. Got the Three of Swords in reverse. Excuse me, the Hierophant in reverse. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this is going to be somebody that you're going to have a new start with. So somebody is wanting to communicate with you to have a new start. Somebody's got a new idea, although it might be a double-edged sword. In fact, you know, there's some conflict associated with this person, whoever it is. It's around making an apology or healing a connection. So don't shoot the messenger. For some of you, this is somebody that you've dealt with in the past, or it's someone who's coming out of, somebody that you've considered an option, okay? Somebody that you know of. Somebody that you might have fantasized about or dated in the past. Now, whether you know, experienced a breakup with this person or not, this person is coming forth with this Three of Swords energy, healing from sort of a breakup, healing from sort of, or recovering from some sort of a loss. Maybe it was like a loss of a family member or some sort of loss of health, physical healing here. We've got the Hierophant in reverse as well, talking about somebody, as a result of a loss, is taking a creative approach to the future, solving problems differently now. This person could be somebody that has a problem with authority, but they're learning from past mistakes with the Eight of Cups in reverse, and they're wanting to return home. So this could be somebody that, you know, is from your hometown but left and is now coming back, or some other form of return is happening here. From the archetype deck, we have the Fool card come out. So, you know, the pros of this person's personality is they are fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So this person has a good sense of humor, but their sense of humor is a little bit deeper. So it's like the kind of sense of humor that teaches you and informs you, as well as, you know, makes you laugh. So it's kind of like, examples of that would be like Chris Rock or George Carlin, something along those lines. And somebody that's cool with, you know, revealing their emotions, which is usually a good thing. And then we've got the Servant. So the pros of this personality is delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So this is somebody with a free and loving heart who's in touch with their emotions. Maybe they've healed their heart, and could have come as a result of breaking ties with the systems they grew up with, or with some sort of an organization or committed relationship. And now, after wandering off on this journey, they've learned lessons. And they're coming back. It's like they're coming back home, if not physically, like technically home, but home to themselves, you know, home to their light side. Because both of the archetype cards that come out for you were in the upright, so that's light attributes. So very positive energy from this person here. And I just looked at trust and faith. Trust and faith. So this person could have had a past life where trust and faith were big factors in that life. And that's why I say they're coming home, because maybe they wandered away from themselves for a while. Maybe they adopted some sort of a system that wasn't true, you know, to their heart and to their soul. And so they had to explore, you know, other horizons, and now they're coming back to what they know, which is trust and faith. And having trust and having faith allows you to be more emotionally available, more fearless. It allows you to be lighter and to see the silver lining in things, to have like a sense of humor, and to have an open and loving heart, which is what this person has. That's great. For many of you, this is a new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And so that's backed up by the getting to know each other card. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So even if you know of this person, or it's describing somebody from your past, there is this need to get to know each other again. Because getting to know each other card wouldn't have come out if you guys knew each other really well, okay? There's this need to reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond can deepen. Maybe this isn't something this person could have done in the past. They've done their healing work, and now they can reveal themselves for a deeper bond. And so this is going to be new. It's going to be a new thing that this person is doing. And so what else do we have here? You got some extra cards, group 2. So let me just go through and see what we've got. You got a lot of extra cards, actually. Okay, so we'll start with from the music deck. Or the music oracle, we've got Keith Richards. So this person's attitude is be your own best impersonator. So it's like they're being true to themselves, right? If you're impersonating yourself, you're not really impersonating anyone, right? You're being yourself, is how I'm taking that. So this person is being themselves, being their best version. And then their attitude is never be accused of anything you haven't already confessed to. So this person is open, like it said here. They want to serve with a free and loving heart, and they are fearless. And so this person has a sense of humor even about themselves. And they don't want to be, you know, they're going to admit to anything that they do wrong, or that they feel that they do wrong. You know, they're going to be pretty forthcoming. And then we've got laugh at your own darkness. So that goes along with the Fool card. You know, laughing at their own darkness. Like I said, this person has a sense of humor about themselves. And they really, that's kind of like are they a comic or comedian? Because comedians are people who transmute their pain into humor. So transmute their darkness into light through humor by making people laugh. Laugh is very healing. But maybe they're a comic or a comedian in their own mind. And this is their way that they choose to be in the world. Then we've got passion. Try something you've never done before. Okay, so excuse me, this person and you might not be each other's types, or you're taking a new approach to the relationship, and this contributes to the passion. So this is going to be a passionate relationship. We've got Ant, work, achievement, and success. So this person, I think ants can lift 1,000 times their weight, and they're super duper diligent, right? They're sort of like the symbol of super strength. So this person's very, very strong, and they work for achievement, and they've achieved some sort of success. So I'm gonna get a slip from from my box here. Group 2's person, angels, spirits, and guides. Who's the next person that group 2 will be in a romantic relationship with? Quiet finds pleasure in simple activities. Okay, so the person has a quiet side, and they find pleasure in simple activities. We've got scholars. Scholars are naturally curious, studious, academic, analytical, and neutral. So this person does have a serious side to themselves. They're not just like a complete fool. That's why the Fool card came out in the upright. So let's look at the next card here. I'm just going to go in order. Oh, wait, we've got quiet and reverse quiet time. So that goes along with the quiet. Finds pleasure in the simple activities. And this card does talk about somebody needing to go within, go out in nature, calm their mind, meditate, whatever you need to get space to hear your thoughts and to tune into your true nature. That's what makes this person feel the best. So while that's important to everybody, it's really important to this person. And they might not always take the time that they need, and when they don't, they get burnt out or over anxious. And so it's really important. This person could make themselves sick if they do not get enough quiet time, is what I'm getting there. I'm being drawn to Ascendant. So from the Numinous deck, Outlook, Worldview, Mission Statement, Expression, Affect Role, Mark, Attitude, Outer Self, Point of View, Body Image, Aura, Likeness, Approach, Impact, First Impressions. Okay? So I'm just being drawn to world, as in worldview. This person has a broader worldview. They're a very expressive person. They have quite an attitude. It's kind of like what you see is what you get with this person. So they make a strong first impression, is what I'm getting there. An impactful first impression. We've got Jupiter that come out as well. That's the planet of expansion. So this person, their impression could be that of a very optimistic person, generous. This talks about benevolence and enthusiasm, luck and travel. This could be a well-traveled person, a positive person. It talks about lecture in foreign cultures. They could be from a foreign land, another country, somewhere else. They could be a teacher. This person takes chances. They're very expansive. They are it says leaping, so fool. We think of the Fool card in tarot as leap of faith. This person can take a leap of faith to explore their potential. And I did think that I saw, because we're not getting a sign with these two cards. That's the Numinous deck, so it's all about astrology. So you'd think that maybe one of those would be a sign, but I didn't get a sign from there. But I did happen to notice that from the traits cards, we've got Leo. So this person could have a Leo ascendant or Jupiter in Leo, okay? Which Leo is, that's a fire sign. They're, they can be quite entertaining, right? Enthusiastic. Passionate. Likes to find pleasure. They can also be very withdrawn or, even if they come across outgoing and get a lot of attention, they often, the ones that I've known, have needed to go within. I think I've known more introverted Leos than extroverted Leos, and yet people think of Leos as being quite extroverted. And that goes along with the alpha. So this person could be an alpha. So the leader of the pack energy. Somebody that's the leader, that goes along with Leo there. I'm just feeling drawn to go through the traits here. We've got selfish. That goes on. It's one of the shadow energies of Leo. So it could be a bit selfish. We've got tech savvy. Send them to my house because technology is not my friend. But I'm just kidding. Whatever. But yeah, tech savvy. Maybe they work in technology or they're just good with technology. We've got facial hair. So if you're here for a masculine, this person has facial hair. Low self-esteem. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting one. I wonder what that's doing here. I think this person gets frustrated when there are problems that impede them from moving forward, from expanding. Whenever there is delays, even like for delays regarding them moving forward and whatever they're choosing to move forward in or with, if that's traveling or if that's education or if that's learning a new skill or doing a new thing, that really impacts their self-esteem when that happens, is what I'm getting there. Being drawn to look at these here. We've got honesty, be true to oneself and those around one. So this person, like I said, I feel like even if they weren't always the most honest person, they have learned or are learning to become more honest. And this is a result of them being more true to themselves. We've got gain, physical and mental betterment, work succeeding. And we did see that this person is succeeding. So we got two cards of success with this person. Also, like I said, ants are strong. Every Leo that I've ever known is at a really high pain tolerance. They're really strong. If a Leo complains, then you better know that they're experiencing the equivalent of like 20 bones being crushed at once. Because I've known Leos, my brother's a Leo, grew up with one of my brothers, he's a Leo. He literally hit his head jumping into a swimming pool and got a concussion, didn't even realize it till later, had to go to the hospital. Yeah, so Leo's a lion, very known for physical strength. And so this is about physical and mental betterment and succeeding. We've got compassion. Wait, what does it say? It's one of these cards I have to give a second look. This person, is just saying, the beauty of love, okay? Okay. So this person you know, they're passionate, they're loving. Leos are known for having a big heart. Okay, lion hearts, and compassionate. We've got, I like my clothes to be, I like my clothes, blah. And you know what? She is a Leo as well. Mae West. I like her because she's born in the year of the dragon. I can relate. Sassafras, sassapants, but very, very quirky and knows how to get to the heart of a matter. Succinct in her. She's just great. I just think she's fantastic. Look up a clip of Mae West. You know, she's so ahead of her time. But anyway, and you'll know why I love her so much. But what it says here, if I can say this without tripping over my tongue, I like my clothes to be light enough to show I'm a woman, but loose enough to show that I'm a lady. So if this is, you know, if you're here for a feminine especially, but it could be for a masculine too, this is somebody that likes, you know, they're demure, okay? So they're not like really overt in the way that they dress. They're not like showing all that they've got. They're a lady or a gentleman about the way that they look. So like it says, they like their clothes to be a little, you know, light enough to show their figure a little bit so you can see who they are. They don't like dress like potatoes or anything, but they also like them to be a little bit loose so that they're not showing everything off, right? So they're being demure. We've got stabbed in the back, so heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So this person, and that goes along with that Three of Swords in reverse. So this person is healing from being stabbed in the back, some sort of pain, deception, or heartbreak. I think this has really served to humble this person, though. It's really served to show them that everything that they think that they need, you know, especially if it's regarding like worldly pleasures or the material, they've realized that they actually don't need all of those things. They only need themselves, right? And that goes back to, you know, honesty. Being true to oneself and those around you is true honesty. It's made this person an honest person. And it reminds me of that phrase, you know, where if somebody's doing something like dirty work or a really hard job, and then you comment on it like, wow, I wouldn't want to do that. And this person will say, well, it keeps me honest. It's that kind of an energy. What they've been through, they take a really optimistic approach to the pain that they've experienced. And they've really managed to turn it around for themselves and learn the lesson and focus on the lesson more than the pain, which is admirable there. We've got time for a nap. Okay. So this person could like their naps, but I feel like it's necessary. This person needs their naps because they just do. They could maybe have a tendency to overdo things. Fire signs tend to be, regardless of what sign this person is, this is the energy, and fire signs tend to be quite intense, overdo things, perfectionist. So, and this came out in reverse, so I feel like this person needs, at times you need to remind this person to take a break, take a nap. Just take a nap. And don't try to do everything. Rome wasn't built in a day. We've got broom, new home, new attitude. So this person, they're coming back. I feel like they're traveling back perhaps from somewhere. Maybe they moved somewhere else. But some of these people are coming in back and they're getting a new home. If they're going through a divorce or separation, they're getting a new home. But at the very least, they have a new attitude. And that's all, you know, that's all over the reading. We already see that. We've got turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. So does this person behave stupidly sometimes? Yeah, I think love makes them a little bit stupid sometimes because they could be highly romantic. Maybe they have a tendency to promise more than they can deliver sometimes because they get carried away. Or in the past they've been taken advantage of by sweet talk or people who are very Casanova or femme fatale romantic types. And it appeals to your person, you know, they are kind of an easy target, or they were in the past for that, because they really want, you know, they want it all. They want a partner. They want somebody that not only they have passion with, but that they have stability with, somebody that feels like home to them, but in a way that doesn't diminish the passion. And that's what they really want. So they have behaved stupidly in the past here. And then beetle, good fortune. But this person's good fortune. This relationship is good fortune, and this person is good fortune for you, group 2. So I like this. So if you feel like it, follow me over to the extended. I'm going to do a relationship spread on this person to see your guys' thoughts and feelings towards each other in the future of this connection. And we're going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic so that we're going to read from both the traditional tarot meanings as well as the Tarot of Sexual Magic meanings, so we can get, like, you know, a little bit of insight into your guys' sexual connection, what that's going to be like, and then we're going to get some more of the traits and some charms. So the link for that will be down below. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you do subscribe, you can hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video. If this resonates, or if you know this person or anything like that, you can let me know in the comment section. I'd love to read your comment. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box below. Welcome, Group 3. Thanks for tuning into this reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So who's the next person you will get into a romantic relationship with? Let's look. Got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands, okay? So we've got fire sign energy and especially earth sign energy. Could be strong in somebody's chart, doesn't have to be. This can be, well, this person we're going to have a relationship with next is coming through as the Knight of Pentacles. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But even if it's not this person's sign, this person's stubborn. They could be taking a lazy approach towards love or their lives in general right now. Some of them are out of work at present. Are they out of work? No, some of them are just stubborn then. Yeah, stubborn when it comes to love. Stubborn when it comes to equal give and take, sharing of affections, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles here, I think this person has for many years been this way, okay? I'm not getting a particularly young person. Somebody old enough to have for many years chosen to keep their options open. This is somebody that, you know, on the bright side, they can be very hardworking and patient when it comes to their pentacles, homework, money energies. But as a result of their stubbornness with regard to love, you know, they haven't really experienced success in love. It's always been delayed, or they've always been waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for, but we've got the Two of Wands here. It's an anxious anticipation of making a decision to take action towards some sort of a passion. So maybe they just haven't met the right person yet. Maybe, you know, in meeting you, they meet the right person. Let's look. So I'm being drawn to use the music oracle first off, and we've got Ravi Shankar. I'm not real sure. This is evidently a musician, likely an Indian musician here, right? Ravi Shankar. So this person's attitude is always read and play between the lines. Okay, so somebody that reads and plays between the lines. Somebody that doesn't take things, but generally doesn't take things at face value. Okay. You know, listens and hears to, I'm hearing that they listen and hear what is not being said, and they see what others don't see, okay? And their attitude, or rather their lifestyle, is your true nature is reflected in silence. So this could be a quiet type of person, somebody that doesn't speak until spoken to, or unless they really have something that they feel is important to say. And then we've got music is the infinite space between souls. So this person, it's kind of like a romantic thing to say, right? And it's almost like saying that absence makes the heart grow fonder, or loving from a distance is more romantic than loving up close, or something along those lines. I'm seeing this scene from, what is that movie called? Sorry guys, I'm blanking out. It's a long day. But it'll come to me eventually. Bed of Roses. Okay, it's a movie from the 90s. Anyways, there's a scene where she gets sent roses and she's telling her friend that's from a romantic admirer. She doesn't know who it's from. And her friend's like, that's okay, because you know, my fantasies are always going to be better than your reality could ever be. And this is sort of this person's energy, and why they've been non-committal for so long, or why they've waited for so long to make a decision regarding love. Why they have liked to keep their options open, okay? And so from the archetype deck, we've got Don Juan. That makes sense. I think your person could probably have dark hair, dark skin, or resemble, you know, these two men on the cards. If you're here for masculine, even if you're here for feminine, right? Just attribute those characteristics to feminine features. But since it's coming out in the upright, it's saying that this person is able, they have a quality that spotlights their positive, seductive qualities. So this is quite a seductive person. They are a Don Juan, Casanova type individual here. And that goes along with what I was saying. And then we've got Mystic, also in the upright, revels in intimate union with the divine. So if this person's a musician, then maybe, you know, their music or whatever other hobby that they're most into, whether that be their work or their religion, spirituality, or some other interest that's close to their heart, that has taken precedence over romantic love. Okay, it's not to say that this person has been in a convent waiting for you all these years. It's just to say that the reason why they've been stubborn about love or advancing in love or contributing to connections or having anything more serious is because they revel, right? They really get into and enjoy the intimate union that they have with the divine. So highly spiritual, psychic and or psychic person. Some of you, this person has very good insights, even psychic insight. Okay, I'm drawn to use this one next. Regeneration. So number 46. So this person has been a little bit slow, and since it's in reverse, they have been a little bit slow in reinventing themselves and changing some key aspect of themselves. 46 breaks down to a 1. 1 is the number of the individual, and this person's focus has been on themselves. With it being in reverse, they haven't been wanting to change that, right? They've wanted to be to themselves, focus on their interests. Even though this person is coming across to me as highly attractive, they still, and they have seductive qualities that I'm sure that they're aware of. When it comes to making the decision to expand their love life and in a serious direction, though, they have preferred to not do that, because by being, you know, by being that way, they can maintain their focus, you know, on themselves. So what do we have for the rest of the cards? Let's look. And we got the higher consciousness card. Okay, that goes along with the Mystic. So this is saying that this person is actively involved with communicating with their guides, whether they realize that or not. Most of them probably do realize it in some sense. They might call it a hunch or a gut instinct, but essentially it's the same thing. Listening to their guides, listening to the angelic realm, getting downloads from their higher consciousness that they're using in their work and whatever they do, whatever they spend their time doing. So this is something, you know, of an enlightened person, and that makes sense because we've got the medicine man or woman. So in a past life, this person was a medicine man or a woman. If you don't believe in past lives, it's just saying they have this energy, that of the healer, somebody that works with the divine, somebody that uses herbs and medicine, chanting, music, all of these things, different elements to come together to use focused creativity to heal or to manifest or to predict. And whatever actions they take it with inspiration. They take inspired action. It's like they don't just do things willy-nilly. I mean, maybe they do small things, but anything that's important to them, they do it with the sense of the divine behind them. And then we've got karmic relationships. So for, you know, a lot of you, this is a karmic relationship. You know, that's a label, right? I hear people always making the distinction between karmic, twin flame, soulmate, and that's fine. Sometimes, you know, those distinctions or labels are fun and helpful. And other times I feel like it's just kind of superfluous, like unnecessary, because, you know, all relationships have karma pretty much, including twin flame relationships. But for whatever reason, Spirit is wanting to let you know, maybe this is validation if you suspect that you know who this person is, or if you suspect that the next person you're going to be with is a karmic relationship. Then this could be validation for you. But there's karma that needs to be worked out at the very least in this connection. We've got new love, a new love or recommitment to love is developing. Honestly, that kind of came out on its side, so I feel like for 60% of you, it's a new love. For like 40% of you, it's a reconciliation, okay? With somebody that you already know. And it could be somebody that you're not talking to currently, but this person is interested in talking to you. They want to converse more with you. Obviously, this is the person you're going to be in your next romantic relationship with, so you will eventually be conversing with them. Also, a weighted message arrives. So there will be messages exchanged here. A text, a call, an email. this person, if this is somebody that you know, they're wanting to pull you back into their life. And then we've got the deception card from the romance angels. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. And I've got the King of Hearts here too that come out. So I feel like this person, you know, King of Hearts, King of Cups, especially in reverse, is somebody that masks their feelings. So this person is masking their feelings for you. They really do feel the same about you as you feel about them. And if you don't know this person in the future, this person will be holding their cards close to their chest, as in wearing a mask, not really revealing how they feel, or that they feel the same about you right away, okay? Just know that when that happens, it's more than likely this person is being deceptive and wearing a false mask. And some of you, you know, you're going to notice that. So just continue to have faith. This is a defense mechanism from this person. So what this person really wants to do is they want to do for you. Anything you want, you got it. Roy Orbison. Okay? And they want to do for you, but they're not, I mean, right away, they're not going to say that. Okay? And then, well, why would they not say that? We've got several different cards. You got extra cards here. We've got the immaturity card. So failing to understand one's place in the world, taking for granted. So this person's been alone for so long by choice that they kind of just take certain things for granted. And they are an attractive person with that Don Juan. They have seductive qualities, so they could just take for granted that, you know, people are interested in them and are going to put up with maybe their appearance of apathy, you know, that we already talked about, acting like they don't care when they do, acting disinterested. That's a dangerous game for them to play. It's a dangerous thing for them to do, especially when they do have feelings for someone. But those feelings make them feel vulnerable. It feels like if they're vulnerable emotionally with you, that opening up is going to cause an injury or a downfall. And that's why they allow themselves to just sort of take people for granted sometimes. Yeah. And then we've got comprehension, because this person fails to understand or comprehend the real positive energy that you bring to the table in this connection, and the real positivity that this relationship, you know, embodies or will embody in the future. So as a result, misunderstandings occur. We've got the wall here, with this person's putting up their walls as a defense mechanism. We've got the flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. You will be disappointed in this person's walls, I feel. This is going to be a test of your faith, hence karmic relationship, all about major testing going on, soul skills, soul lessons, life skills being taught here. For you, I feel it has a lot to do with testing your faith, because it's going to make you feel maybe skeptical about this connection or paranoid, or it might test your walls and make you feel defensive to put your walls up because this person's doing that. So you're going to be challenged to stay balanced and keep going for what you really want, even if it's hard. If this person is really what you want, then you're going to need to do a lot of self-work on yourself to be able to balance, you know, the light and dark qualities of this connection. We got pineapple, reconciliation. So there's what I said, you know. For many of you, this is a reconciliation with someone either from a past life or from this life. I feel for like a lot of you, it's from this life. Could be with the Sagittarius, or somebody that has it strong in their chart, or regardless of sign has this energy. The Voyager, enthusiastic, philosophical, independent. Yeah, we saw this person's independent. Generous, ethical, seeking, happy-go-lucky. Yeah, I'm not really getting a really unethical energy from this person. I just think that they are sort of in union with their, well, Sagittarius rules the higher mind, and so they probably have a lot of interests. And it's also, you know, a spiritual sign. You know, I think, what is his name? Nostradamus was a Sagittarius. And there are other, like, seers. I'm not saying your person's a seer, but for an odd few, your person could be, or they have these traits, qualities. So I'm just meaning to say that this person is sort of like a fringe walker, is what I call it. One foot on in the 3D, and the other foot in the astral plane are on the other side, okay? And as such, it tends to make them a little distracted and less concerned with earthly concerns, like relationships and being tied down, things like that. We've got adventurous, honest, bareback, unbridled, experiential. So it has experience, lucky, boundless, traveling, risk-taking, tactless, can put their foot in their mouth sometimes, and self-righteous too. Then we've got the numinous, mystery. So the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, yep, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, openness, oneness, the unnameable, shadow work. This person's here to trigger shadow work for you and you and them. And inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds. So they could be into all of that stuff. The mysteries of the pyramids, Atlantis, crystals, ghosts, other worlds, outer space. Enigmas, the occult, and intuition. Okay, this person represents a lot of mysterious stuff. And probably has been on a spiritual journey or two. So this is who's coming towards you, who you're going to have your next relationship with. So it's like, why would this person want to have a relationship if this is who they are, if they like to be alone, doing their own thing, self-focused on their own interests? I think it gets lonely. I think this person, especially because the whole world's been in isolation for a long time now. So this person, you know, I think they don't want to be stuck. And even if it means they repeat a past mistake of some kind, they'd be willing to try getting themselves unstuck by going for another relationship, in this case a relationship with you, if they thought that it meant that they would be less lonely. So follow me over to the extended. We're going to get the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I'm going to do a relationship spread to look at how this relationship is going to go, your feelings and thoughts towards one another, what those will be like, as well as the future. And then we're going to get some more traits, those little trait cards. Did I not do the traits over here? I thought I did. I didn't. Well, we'll do that now. And then charms over there as well, okay? Okay, so let's get some traits for this person. Wow, I almost forgot your guys' traits and everything. Sorry, group 3. So who's the next person that group 3 will get into a romantic relationship with, Spirit? An animal lover, okay? Who's the next person that group 3 will get into a relationship with? Polite. So it makes sense. Animal lover, polite, goes along with the energy I'm picking up. Medium skin, so whatever ethnicity they are, medium skin. Not particularly dark, not particularly light. And then who's the next person group 3 will get in a relationship, romantic relationship with? Muscular build. Unusual hair. So that can mean any number of things there. It's out of the ordinary, out of the usual. Unusual hair. Hey. Volunteer and helpful, and that was the only one that turned up right. Volunteer and helpful. Could do volunteer worker. They're just generally a helpful person. Oh, and some of you, the person's got dark skin. Okay. So for some of you, this person is dark for their ethnicities, others medium skinned. Okay. And now let's get a couple of slips from my box here. Who is the next person who will get into a romantic relationship with group 3, please? I think that's the only, just 2 fell out, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Scholars are naturally curious, studious, academic, analytical, and neutral. Yeah, Sagittarius is ruling planet Jupiter, rules the higher mind, ninth house stuff here. Emotionally stunted, stubborn, or closed-minded. Thank you. So it's one of these cases where they're very intelligent in an otherworldly sort of way, but when it comes to the 3D and being like a human, they're a little bit, well, it says they're emotionally stunted. I'm certainly getting stubborn or closed-minded, okay? So on some things they are closed-minded. It looks like they're a bit closed-minded toward love and relationships. So follow me over to Extended if you feel guided to. If I didn't already say so, we're going to use a Tarot of Sexual Magic and do the reading, and I will read from both the, you know, using both meanings, both traditional tarot meanings as well as the Tarot of Sexual Magic meanings to see, you know, whatever wants to come through about your guys' sexual connection. Get more of these traits and some charms. And the link for that will be down below. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Da, 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 da. What else? Private readings, link below. Talk to you guys next time.